I don't feel bad for Bolton at all. I'm loving that the hammer of justice is coming down on all these clowns. I don't care where the FBI starts. I'm excited. I'm here for it. All of it. I just want anybody out there who's perhaps harboring some sentimentality, John Bolton, once of the Reagan administration, feeling bad for him. Listen to how he was talking about Trump following the August 8th raid on Mar-a-Lago in 2022.
I don't think he cared about the classification system. I don't think he appreciated the sensitivity of this information, and he didn't appreciate the sensitivity of how it was often acquired, the so-called sources and methods. So this had been briefed to him before I arrived. It was repeated frequently. I think it simply had no impact on him whatever.
There's a couple of different ways that people think about this, and people who are not friendly to the president, who think about what's happened here. And one of them is, Donald Trump, master thief, criminal, running some kind of elaborate conspiracy to bring things out of the White House and keep them secret for potentially for political or financial gain. There are other people whose attitude is Trump is chaotic, he's careless, he's not that smart. He took these things almost by mistake, and now he's basically stamping his feet and saying they're mine. I don't want to give them up. Give me a sense of where you think the truth lies with respect to Trump's intelligence, carelessness, and the degree to which he might have brought motive to bear on taking these documents out of the White House and keeping them for this long at Mar-a-Lago.
Well, it's very hard to speculate on motive other than that he liked cool things. He saw things so he wanted to take them, and he was pretty much able to take them, and not just on classified information matters, on all kinds of things that crossed his desk. Some days he liked to eat a lot of French fries. Some days he took classified documents. He wanted them. Why did he want them? Because he could get them.
There's not even hidden. They're in plain sight. These moments where the elites drop the mask. So this is John Bolton on MSNBC in August following the raid on Mar-a-Lago, and he's a former employee of the Trump administration, somebody who owed Trump some degree of loyalty. He got fired for being insane, by the way, for wanting to push America into war. Trump was elected as a peacemaker president in 16 and again in 24. Those were the mandates given to Trump by the American people. But guys like John Bolton think they know better. They are the elites. They are the experts. The condescension of experts is a theme, is a recurring theme, a through line in our recent American history. It flared certainly during COVID. Now remember, listen to the experts, trust the science. Turns out it was all bullcrap. The experts didn't know anything. And people hungry for power were leaning on and hiding behind so-called expertise in order to justify their authoritarianism. But here's something else. It was a throwaway line. I just want you to hear it. Some days he liked to eat a lot of French fries. Some days he took classified documents. Read this as Donald Trump is a rube. Donald Trump eats French fries. Donald Trump eats fast food. Donald Trump isn't that smart. Do you have any idea the level of condescension that these people have for us? Even go back 10 years. Go back to before the ascendancy of Trump. Go back to a time when it was the Mitt Romneys of the Republican Party that had power. Okay? Now, by the way, those were Bolton's bedfellows. Okay, Bolton could run with the Romneys of the world. That was exactly the two peas in a pod. But even Bush, right? George H.W. Bush, of course, a consummate Washington, D.C. insider. The condescension that these people have for those of us that enjoy a French fry or two, that enjoy a beer, that just are normal people and dare say, you know what, those illegals coming across the border, we don't want that. This is why for years and years and years, these people would pretend to appeal to us, Republican grassroots voters, and then do something completely different and us, basically sell out to the globalists because that's who they were. And then they come back to us 4 years later. They come back to us in the midterms. They promise us a load of stuff, said all the right things, put all the right things in the flyers. We would donate to the party. We would vote for these candidates, while our country may as well have at the same time been governed by Democrats. It almost felt that way, right? Trump exists. Trump, in 2015, the ascendancy of Trump, the 2016 victory of Donald J. Trump, is a direct product of the condescension you hear from John Bolton about Trump in this clip. Trump is he's a self-made guy, obviously, in a political sense, right? This is something Trump created for himself, but the support that Trump has, in large part, is a creation of people like Bolton. Because you and I were absolutely, we were taken advantage of, and that's a light way of putting it, by the Republican Party before Trump came along. And this is why I always say the history books are going to be very, very flattering of Trump when they finally somebody sits down and writes a dispassionate analysis of everything, because Trump took on not just the Democrats, he took on the Republicans, he took on his own party, he took on the entire political establishment, so-called left and right. And the axis was returning power to the people.